Then Mordecai thought upon all the works of the Lord Yahweh, and made his prayer unto him, saying, O Lord Yahweh, Lord Yahweh, the King Almighty, for the whole world is in thine power, and if thou hast appointed to save Israel, there is no man that can gainsay thee. For thou hast made heaven and earth, and all the wondrous things under the heaven. Thou art Lord of all things, and there is no man that can resist thee, which art the Lord. Thou knowest all things, and thou knowest, Lord, that it was neither in contempt, nor pride, nor for any desire of glory, that I did not bow down to proud Ammon. For I could have been content with goodwill for the salvation of Israel, to kiss the soles of his feet. But I did this, that I might not prefer the glory of man above the glory of the Most High. Neither will I worship any but thee, O Yahweh, neither will I do it in pride. And now, O Lord Yahweh and King, spare thy people, for their eyes are upon us to bring us to naught. Yea, they desire to destroy the inheritance that hath been thine from the beginning. Despise not the portion which thou hast delivered out of Egypt for thine own self. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, hear our prayer, and be merciful unto thine inheritance. Turn our sorrow into joy, that we may live, O Yahweh, and praise thy name. And we pray that you destroy not the mouths of them that praise thee, O Lord Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai is a book of additions to Esther, chapter 4, and verse 8 through 17. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, I just read through, additions of Esther, the 4th chapter, 8th verse, all the way down to 17th verse. All right, and pretty much that whole chapter is pretty much going into, pretty much the whole book, being the times that we're in. All right, it's apropos, right? But again, we're reminiscing of the time that we were in, where you had wicked Haman, plotting against Mordecai, and pretty much the children of Israel at that time. Okay, they call them the Jews at that time. All right, which is predominantly the southern kingdom. Okay, now we are in the time pretty much where history repeats itself, as it tells you in the book of first Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter. That there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, so we're living in a time where these devils are gonna try again, to establish a new order, of the world, a new order of the ages. Okay, but in this case, they want to do it, with everybody subject, to their laws, to their draconian measures, to their satanic ways of living. In order for them to do that, they have to eliminate, the Israelites, because we are the only people on the earth, who have laws that are contrary to the ways of the world and how they live. Okay, so in order for them to establish the so-called New World Order, they're gonna have to use cunningly devised, false flags, FFs, cunningly devised FFs. Okay, in order to what to get the people into the mindset of compliance. Completely put away anything that has to do with the Most High. The Bible, morality, righteousness. Okay, in order to open up the way and pave the way for this new digital transformation that they're trying to establish upon the face of the earth. Okay, now we always constantly going into end time prophecies. That's what prophets are here for. Okay, starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Our jobs that we know, our jobs is to what? Is to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Okay, now in the midst of prophecy, what are we prophesying? We're prophesying, meaning what? We're saying things before they come to pass, according to the Heavenly Father, in the Holy Scriptures. Okay. And the Holy Scriptures tell us that in the last days, there's going to come a time of heavy temptation. Okay. Heavy temptation. But during the time of that temptation, there's going to be heavy persecution upon those who come against this new way of living, this new system. Okay. Just like in the time of the Persians, we're seeing the same thing now. Okay. There's going to be heavy persecution against what they call the Hebrew Israelites. Okay. We are the biblical Israelites of the Bible. Prophecy, history. All right. All these things point to us being the children of Israel. Okay. Especially now, as us, we're the ones who are standing up upright, calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in these last days. Who else do you see on the earth doing the things that we do? Okay, these so-called Jays don't even dress according to the law of the Heavenly Father. Okay, where are their fringes? Where's all the stuff like the IUIC is always asking questions? You got to go ask them Jays what those questions, man. Okay, why are they always wearing all black? What's that all about? Okay, what does that symbolize? What does that represent? Okay. You got to go into that because that's not part of the dress code. That's not part of our customs. That's not part of our culture. Okay. Wearing a damn hat. The fuck is that? Okay. What's that all about? All right. But I say all that to say this, that we are in a time of the most deadly, all right, evil, okay, time in human history. Okay. Scriptures talk about a time like never before. All right. Now for these devils to accomplish their so-called goals and plans and agendas and aspirations, all right, they're gonna have to come in hot. Okay, and I have an article here. This is the beginning of them coming in hot. All right, it always starts just like the devils. All right, it always starts with the coercion tactics, the sales pitches, okay, on how good and how beneficial whatever it is that they're trying to put on you, how good it is until they get you in. Once they get you into the door, it's locked. Okay, straight lockdown. That shit is over with. You can't go nowhere no more. You already entered the prison. Now you're stuck. Okay. Now you can't get out. And if you try to get out, they're going to use it against you. Okay. It says thousands are lining up for Elon Musk's brain chip implants. All right. So we're there. Okay. It says thousands of people have expressed interest in receiving one of Neuralink's brain implants, according to a recent Bloomberg report from one of Elon Musk's biographers, Ashley Vance. Neuralink, which Musk co-founded in 2016, and you know what's crazy? 2016 was pretty much, I believe that was a year where you had the 3 Square Market, all right, the company out there in Wisconsin, all right, they start to MC hip their employees. I believe that happened in 2016 or 2017. All right, but I do remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. Okay. And we're doing videos on it, talking about it, and so on and so forth. So they already had that technology out there. They've already tested it on employees. Okay, out there in Sweden, they already have that technology. All right, so it's already there. All right, it's just a matter of time for it to be put on a global scale. All right, so right now they've done their tests. All right, off the top, look out for Australia. Okay, Australia could very well be the very first country, all right, that mandates the CHIP. Okay, who knows? You got Canada, you got the UK, you got Australia. All right, these different countries, and I say this just personally, simply because they always tend to use these countries as a test before the whole thing comes throughout the whole entire world. Okay, you can't forget China. All right, so just pay attention, man. You know, they got the whole banking. The banks are shutting down, and people can't access their money and all this stuff. That's just the beginning. Okay, and it doesn't stop. Next thing you know, there's going to be explosions everywhere out of nowhere, chemical explosions. People got to get locked down, right? Earthquakes run. It's about to get nasty out here. Okay, not to mention we're entering into the winter. All right, and we haven't seen no snow yet. Today it was freezing. You know, it was like in the 30s or something. I was like, damn. You know, so hey, they saying this coming weekend, all right, up in certain parts of upstate New York. All right, we're going to be seeing something about 9 to 13 or 14 inches of snow. Okay. And that's November, early November. All right. So these devils got certain things lined up, and I've been saying it. I'm going to say it again. This is going to be one of the worst nightmares. All right. Dark times. All right. In American history. Just the weather alone. Just the weather alone, man. There's countless amounts of emergency that could happen with just the weather alone. All right. So we're going to see how the Lord plays it out, but it's definitely lining up for something heavy. Okay. And it's perfect for them to, attach people's health with this new form of technology. Okay. Because they've already shown it to you. All right. For you to travel, for you to, have a job, all these different things is going to be attached to your digital ID. Okay. So anyway, back to this article. It says Neuralink, which Musk co-founded in 2016, has yet to implant its device in a human, but aims to operate on 11 people next year and over 22,000 by 2030. All right. Now, we always say they give you these dates, 2030, this and that, but that's just to put you to think that, oh, okay, that we have from now till 2030. Oh, we got 7 years, we got 6 years, whatever it is. No. Okay. Those dates that they give and throw out there is just to throw people off. All right. It's just for you to think, oh yeah, we still got time. No, what they're doing is by this year, we should have this and that done. In other words, the process has already begun. So by this year, this is what we expect to be done. All right. So while you sitting there, thinking, oh, we got till 2030. Okay. Well, we got a few more years to get ourselves prepared. No. You don't got a few more years to get yourself prepared. You're way too late. If you're now just hearing about this, you are way too late in the game. All right. And most likely you're not going to make it out. All right. Yeah. It's that bad. Okay. Why do you think the Lord sent his prophets out there since the 70s? And you not just hearing about this and now starting to believe it? We'll see. All right. But the prophecies are right in our face. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm reading here. This is an article. All right. On today's date is November 8th, 2023. Okay. And this is what we're reading. This is the prophecy of the mark of the beast right here. Okay. It talks about in your forehead and in your hands, in your right hand on your forehead. That forehead in the Greek is what? The metapon. Okay. And that's what this asshole here, this devil, is trying to do. Just like the very typical fashion of a devil, they got to come in with the nice, smooth words. Okay. I'll give you a quick testimony. All right. Nilly, I think his name is Nilly Vanilli, or is a group or something like that. And today I was listening to the news and they had him on. They had one of the guys on. All right. And basically he was given the backstory of how they became famous, him and his mans or whatever, how they became famous and how they got into the whole world of music and art and all that shit. And he said, well, first it started with they had made a song, right? And the song kind of caught, some attention or whatever. So they got a contact from one of these record deals and all this extra shit. They brought him in. Now they had a contract for him. All right. So what they did was they brought him in. All right. They took him out, they having a good time, chilling, whatever. They got the food, they got the drinks, they got the women, they got the cars, they got the money, they got the, you get to visit all this exclusive different places. You're looking on the walls. You're like, damn, look at all these names. Look at all these. This person was here. This person was there. Wow, look at, they give you the show, right? They give you all that in your mind. You thinking, oh man, this is great. Look at this, man. My name is going to be here. I'm pretty much going to be immortalized. That's the perception they give, right? That's the deception of your perception right there. Okay. And then you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to be successful. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a blast. We're going to be famous. We're going to be rich. And most of the time, guess what happens? They know your situation. They know you might be broke. You probably sleep out of your car. You got talent, but you don't know where you're going. See? So Esau come in, says, hey, we got a contract for you. Motherfucker wrote that shit in German. This nigga speaks French. So they got the contract in German and the guy speaks French, but he's too young to go. He don't got no lawyers, no attorneys, nobody, okay, to read the contract and explain it to him. So he said, all right, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go read over it and I'll get back to you. So he goes home all happy, excited. Didn't even read a single word in the letter, in the contract. And then boom, sent it back the next day, signed up and sent it back the next day. It says, here, I'm with it. Let's go. So the very next day, they brought him back in. They said, okay, cool. You're going to come into the studio. We're going to start working, whatever. And all of a sudden there was an argument. He said, nah, we ain't with this shit. Fuck this. We didn't know this was part of the contract. He said, well, the contract was there. You had overnight to go read it and come back and you signed it. So basically what we're telling you is You got to do what the contract says. He said, nah, I'm not with it. I'm not doing this shit. He said, okay, well, guess what? All we want you to do is lip sync on stage. He said, nah, bro, I got talent. Why the hell would I lip sync? I signed a contract so I could actually use my talent. Guess what? Esau ain't trying to hear that shit. So they said, all right, cool. Well, guess what? We want you to lip sync. So if you ain't going to do it, then, we're going to wait and see. He said, all right, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be a part of this contract shit no more. How do we cut this out? Then the contract people said, well, the only way you can do it is if you perform just one. Just do one more performance and then you could buy yourself out. He said, I bet. That's the catch. Just one more. That's how they get you. Just one more. Just one more. One more week. And then we're going to be out of here. One more month. Then we're going to be done with this lockdown. Or just one more booster and you're going to be good. Just one more. Next thing you know, you mad deep and you don't even know what to do. You see? So this guy says, nah, hey, listen, I ain't doing this shit. He said, one performance and you buy yourself out. He said, all right, cool, fuck it. One performance, we're good. All it took is that one performance. So they went on stage, performed. They think, all right, it's all good to go. You know what Esau did? The very next day or a few hours after that, he broadcasted all that shit. All the countries. You go to Asia, they number one on the billboards. You go to America, number 3 on the billboard. Overnight. They got instant fame overnight. And that was all done by design because now they've gotten a taste of having to, I go to my room, right? I make a mess in my room. I leave, I come back a couple of minutes later, the whole room is clean. Damn, that's dope. Like, damn, I was sleeping in my car. Now people come into my room to clean up my room for me, clean up my mess. He said, they couldn't even go out regularly no more because all the girls are looking for them, because at that age, women is like part of your is number 1 or number 2 or whatever on your top priority list, right? For niggas in the world, of course, right? So he's in his mind, he's like, look at all these women, look at all this money, look at all the fame, look at all the cars, look at all the attention. Everybody's calling us. We're known. We're on the billboards. We're everywhere. Times Square has our faces everywhere. Like, this is great. So then at that point, he's like, oh man, we got more to come. We got more. I mean, this is just the beginning. This is just one song, one performance, and look what we getting. Oh man, there's going to be a lot more. Shit, we're going to be on a whole nother level. Right? And then they got to a point in their career, all right, where, it's pretty much like, all right, we've been lip syncing this whole time and this is where we at. And then it got to a point where they were like, all right, we're pretty much done here. We've gotten whatever we want. We're no longer interested in this. We want to dip. And the contractor said, it ain't going to work like that. So he went out there and exposed them. He says, this whole time, these niggas have been lip syncing. They're not really singing like you think they are. They're not talented like that. And boom, the whole entire thing went downhill after that. Okay? So again, I say this to say that, to show you that Esau will always come in with the perks. He would give you a little taste. And that's what these devils are going to start doing. It always comes out innocent. It always comes out beautiful. It always comes out like something that is there to help you, is there to aid you. We are the government and we're here to help. You got to run. You got to run the other way. So let's go back to this article. It says, according to Vance, who said he visited the company's facilities 10 times over the course of 3 years. Earlier this year, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave Neuralink approval to launch human trials of its device, which Musk has described as a Fitbit in your skull. Now, who the hell wants a Fitbit in their damn skull, man? You gotta be a devil to have some shit like that in your skull. A Fitbit? What does a Fitbit do? It tracks your damn steps and how healthy, so-called healthy you are and all this extra shit. Right? Your heart rate, your this, your that, your blood, whatever. It tracks all that. So it's a tracking device. They just tell you that it tracks your vitals, right? If this is a Fitbit, basically a Fitbit for your skull, what do you mean by that, buddy? You mean a Fitbit for the brain? A tracking device that's planted in the brain? Yeah, okay. And then based on that, what else do you plan on doing with this implanted device in somebody's brain? And why the hell, again, would somebody want a Fitbit in their brain? Like, what's up? You see? Nobody ever came up and asked for a Fitbit in their brain, but they're coming up. Again, they have to make the pitch. And it has to sound enticing. Okay? Just like the story of the serpent in the garden, they got to entice. Esau always got to come in with enticing words. All right, I believe there's actually a precept on that. Let's see if we can get that. All right, and it trickles down to the wicked of our people. Again, enticing someone, all right, in a negative way is a work of evil. Okay, you could get enticed in righteousness. Okay, but normally enticing, all right, when something is enticing, is not in a good way. Okay, let's look up the word entice. All right, when you enticing someone, all right, it says attract or tempt by offering pleasure or advantage. You see, that's exactly what these devils are trying to do. They're enticing you. That's the temptation, the hour of enticement, the hour of temptation. All right, the time where nobody, all right, will have it easy. Okay, you're not gonna have it easy. Let's see. Let's see. Colossians. Let's see. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, "For I would that ye knew what great conflict I have for you, and for them at Laodicea, and for as many as have not seen my face in the flesh." And this is the Apostle Paul speaking, all right, to the church in Colossus. All right, it says that their hearts might be comforted, being knit together in love, and unto all riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the acknowledgement of the mystery of the Most High, and of the Father, and of Hamashiach Yahushua. Says, in whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so the true wisdom and knowledge, all right, comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And you notice it says what? In whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. So the treasures of knowing what the MOTB is, because that's a treasure. All right, because it's not something that's worldwide known or accepted, as in this is in the scriptures to happen, and this is exactly how it's going to happen. We know that. All right, we know the ins and outs. We know exactly what word means what. All right, how they're going to bring it about and all this different. We know this stuff. We know this because we have what? We have access to the treasures, okay, which is given unto the servants, the prophets, Amos 3 and 7. And then in turn, we have to go deliver the message, all right, Ezekiel 3 and 7, to the rest of the world, starting with the elect. Okay, really for the elect. All right, in this time. Okay, verse 4 says, and and this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. So that's the key right there. The NLT says, I am telling you this so no one will deceive you with well-crafted arguments. Okay, so both on the left-hand side, you have the two sides. You have the Israelites on the left-hand side and the Edomites. All right, you have the Edomites and you got the Israelites on the left-hand side. Either or, they're both wicked. All right, the left-hand side Israelites are the niggas who claim to know this truth, who claim to be teaching this word. All right, and all they do is just deceive and have all this agent, negative nigga energy. Okay, the shit that we try to stay away from, these niggas embrace and try to push onto everybody else. And if you're not living like them, and if you're not being wicked and being worldly, or trying to at least assimilate the world into this truth, then you ain't right. See, but guess what? The Lord is going to destroy all these punk ass niggas, man. The Most High says what? There's going to come a time, all right, the hour cometh where the true worshipers, all right, shall worship the Heavenly Father in spirit and in truth. So all this carnal bullshit that these niggas got going on, the Lord's going to wipe them all out. Make quick examples out of them. All right? The judgment is coming. 2024, man. Whew. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, the Lord's going to give these devils the leeway to make examples out of you. It's going to say something, but you 2/3. All right. It says the FDA had previously rejected Neuralink's bid for human testing in March. Yeah, because there was too much heat. Okay, it's way too much heat, but they've had the summer to keep dumbing the people down. All right, so now it's time to bring that shit out. All right, and it's also closer now. All right, for them to what? Enough chaos for them to bring in some type of, hey, listen, this is what we got going on. It gives you an advantage. See, everyone is being knocked down to the bottom, or at least to such a level that if you have this implant in your head, it makes, number one, you get more access to things. Number one. All right. Number two, you get more access to information. All right. The average person is not going to be able to calculate or get some information from Google. But with this implant in your brain, you could just Google shit in your head. That's crazy. The miracles. You know, but that's what they're trying to do, and it's all part of the enticement. They're going to entice you into it. All right. It says, citing safety concerns, including that the wires connected to the brain C-hip could move around within a subject's head, or that the C-hip could potentially overheat. Ooh, wow. Damn. Oof. Hey, you be stupid to take any of this shit in your body, man. I'm just putting it out there like that. All right. It says, in September, the company began recruiting for its very first human trial. Neuralink said in a blog post that it was looking for the people who had paralysis in all 4 limbs due to a spinal cord injury or ALS. So again, they're looking to perform those miracles. The company eventually hopes to make a device that would create a sort of symbiosis between humans and machines, and would allow people to send messages or play games using their own thoughts. But first, the company aims to help people with neurological disorders. That's how it all starts. We're trying to help. And next thing you know, they bring your demise. All right. What's this? CC, Christopher Columbus. All right. Cristobal Colon, that asshole, that devil. Okay. That's what he did. He came in with what? Sweet words, enticing words. Oh, we're here to help. You know, look at the things we can do. You guys are great. And then boom, comes in and slaughters, diseases, rape, rob, murder. This is the MO of these devils, man. Same shit, just different targets. Same shit, just different people. Same shit, different outcomes. That's how these devils operate. Okay. It says Vance, who authored the 2015 biography, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the quest for a fantastic future, devil, said in his report that despite, quote, an outpouring of interest from thousands of prospective patients, the company is still looking for its first volunteer, or someone willing to have a chunk of their skull removed by a surgeon so a large robot can insert a series of electrodes and super thin wires into their brain. All right, and I believe I saw the demo of how they normally will go about this. This is months ago. All right, but they actually have a robot that is like a whole thing, is surgical shit. It's like sitting there, it'll cut a piece of your head, your skull, it'll drill through, you know, and then put the shit in there, you'll tie it all up, whatever they got to do, and then you sew it right back. There's all of this done by a machine, you know. It says Musk's biography said it takes a couple of hours for a surgeon to perform the craniectomy, meaning a cutting of the cranium, which is your head, okay, your skull, and then about 25 minutes for the robot to insert the device along with its ultra-thin array of about 64 different threads. The device will replace the portion of skull that had been removed. Damn. So it's going to be a large chunk of your skull. Whew. That's crazy, bro. This is like legit. So think about it, because something just hit me right quick, and I'm gonna just say it. This was last month or a month before. The days are moving so fast I can't even keep up. But 2 months ago, let's just say that, right? There was the robots that showed up in the stadium. I forget the name of the stadium where this the Chargers. I forget the name of the stadium that they play in, right? But they had these robots who came over there, and they were in the stands. And it was kind of like an advertisement for a movie that shortly came out called The Creator, which I've yet to see that. Lord willing, I'll check it out. But those robots, when you look at their heads, all right, it looked like machines in the back of their heads, and then the front, the face, the half of the face, all right, the half of their skull to their face was more like a human flesh looking, you know, and they were just walking around blinking, you know, moving their mouth and everything like a human being. It looked like an actual person, and then they turn their head, you see robot parts. Now it's funny because the memory, all right, of a person is in the back of your head, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So the memory, which represents the back of the head where the memory is at, these devils are trying to say that that's pretty much where they're going to have to cut off. All right. When you look at the Creator and the robots and how they look, that's predictive programming to show you how humanity will look very soon if they were to have what they want. okay, which is this transhumanism bullshit, right? When you look at a movie like Ex Machina, right, the back of their person's head is all robotics, and then the front of their head is all face and all this shit. All right, so they remove the memory part where you remember things. They remove all that and they replace it with robotic machines. All right. So hey, man, this is why the Lord said, if he didn't shorten the days, all right, there shall no flesh be saved. Okay, because these devils are on a killing spree. All right, they're infatuated with blood and they'll do whatever it takes to get it. Okay. So continuing, Elon, right, which is funny because that's actually I believe that's one of the dukes of Edom, Elon. All right, when you go into the book of Genesis, all right, let me see if I could pull it up real quick. Duke Elon. Let me see. Or was it? No, I think it was. No, I think it was something else that I saw. Is it Musk? There was one that I saw that showed up in the scriptures. Let's see. It Genesis 36:2. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Aholibama, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, the Hivite. Okay, so it was a different one, but I did. If it's not a precept that says Esau and it had Elon in there, then I'm missing something up here. Let's read this. Genesis 26:34. And Esau was 40 years old when he took his wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Bashemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. Yeah, so it's different. I'm confusing something. I'm mixing the two here. All right, but I do remember that there was a duke that had a name Elon or something like that, and I was like, oh, of course, Duke something. Yeah, Lord willing, I'll find it and I'll probably bring it out some other time. But the point is, all right, these devils are all coming back into their lot, and they all have the same agenda, just put in a different way. Okay, there's no difference between a New World Order, all right, which was set out by Adam Weishaupt, and a Great Reset, which is set out by Klaus Schwab. Okay, same thing. All right, different time periods, different names, but the same shit. Okay, so continue. It says, so Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and Quest for a Fantastic Future said in his report that despite an outpouring of interest, we read this already. Musk biographer said it takes a couple of, we read that. The device will replace the portion of the skull that had been removed. Vance said the threads are so thin they're about 1/14 the width, damn, of a single strand of human hair. Okay, that's kind of crazy. But again, this is all leading to that small device, the grain of rice. Okay, Neuralink has done 155 implantation surgeries using the robot on a variety of animal test subjects, including pigs and monkeys, Vance wrote. But in typical Musk fashion, the billionaire has continued to push for the robot to move faster. Why? Because they're going to have to do something known as produce in bulk. Okay, mass production. You can't have 2 hours for one person to come in when you're trying to chip 300 million people. It ain't going to work. You don't have that much time either. Okay, so they're going to have to create the different technologies, smaller and faster, so you can see hip a lot more people for industrial use. Okay, it says as well as for the surgery to be performed without human help. A spokesperson for Neuralink did not respond to a request for comment ahead of publication. All right, they're not going to respond to shit, because if they do respond, what are they going to say? Oh no, we're not. Whatever you're reading is not true. No. They don't have to respond. Next thing you know, it's going to be right there, and that's just a system you just got to use, and that's it. And that's it. All right. But I just wanted to bring this out real quick. All right, that things are happening. Okay, the days are moving faster and faster. All right, today's already Wednesday. Okay, it's already Wednesday. I remember last week Wednesday, and I was like, damn, the week is pretty much done. I'm saying the same thing again. Damn, the week is pretty much done. Okay, so the days are definitely flying. All right, time is moving quicker and quicker, man. All right, and things are happening every single day. There's something new going on, and it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. Just like our Lord said, the beginning of sorrows, you could feel it. It's only the beginning. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. Lo willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Kodash, the water Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.